I want to talk to you about something that we don't hear very much in the spiritual or awakening uh, society: the physical symptoms. There are definitely physical symptoms that you're going to experience when you're on this awakening journey. And I'm not just talking about depression or sadness or anxiety. Yeah, definitely have those, especially if you're going through a dark night of the soul. But also, we have actual physical symptoms. We can have headaches, we can have sinus pressure related to the crown chakra or third eye. We can have sore throats, throat chakra. We can have, all kinds of symptoms and vertigo, whatever. Physical ailments, like we can actually get viruses, we can get chronic diseases, anything like that. And they can all be connected to our spirituality, because usually when we get symptoms, a lot of times it's like when we're going through that awakening, we need to adjust something. We need to start taking care of our vessel. We have this body, it's our temple, it's our vessel, it's the container, it carries our soul. So all of those things are aligned. We have our physical body, we have our spiritual body, we have our mental body, and we have our emotional body. And if all those things are in alignment, we can live our best higher self life. But when one gets off, it can affect all the others. You ever notice, like, if you are depleted physically, you are going to have an emotional reaction, or you're going to have a mental reaction, or things like that. It's going to have that. Or if you have a mental problem or issue, you're going to stop taking care of your body or something like that. They're all in connection, so they all have to be lined up. So if you start getting some symptoms or an illness, a lot of times it's telling you need to cleanse something. And if you think about it, when we get sick, what do? We start drinking lots of water, we rest, we maybe eat chicken soup, which is all about cleansing that body. It's taking time to refresh, rejuvenate, to get ourselves back on track. So I know it can be very hard in today's society because everything's about fast food and quick meals and, rush, but it's something that we really need to address here. And if you notice, a lot of times when people get like an illness, what's the first thing they do? They might not pay attention to religion or God or spirituality at all, but all of a sudden they're making deals like, hey, if you make me better, I'll be a better person. Or have you ever noticed that? But what it is it's just giving you a wake-up call, like, okay, this is off. Maybe you need to address something. So, if you're lethargic, you're not feeling your best, you're weak, maybe you need to hydrate yourself more. Maybe you need to eat more iron. So, your body is a very amazing thing. It's a very amazing thing because it tells you exactly what you need. Like if you ever notice, if you have a craving, and I'm not talking about Cheetos, no, I'm talking about like if you are craving steak, say. Like I don't really eat meat, so I would probably eat like peanut butter or something. But I know when I was pregnant, and I did eat meat, when I was pregnant for my boys, it was so weird. I would crave meat, and I'm not a big meat eater, but it was just that iron. I don't know what it is with the boys. I could always tell when I was going to have a boy because I'd start craving, cheeseburgers and steaks and chicken, stuff like that, the high protein and iron things. But your body is an amazing thing. It'll start telling you what it needs if you pay attention. You have to pay attention, okay? So, and it's really sad because like a lot of people are in that survival mode and it's hard with money. So, to eat well is very expensive. It's much easier to go buy a $1 cheeseburger than it is to go buy, fresh fruit and vegetables. But it's very important that we do and get out there and move your body, burn off that energy of your body. But pay attention to your body, because if you are getting ill or you're having symptoms or signs and things like that, holistic health is very important. I'm a nurse, and I know, like, the medical field is really weird, and I feel sad for it because it's all about making money and fixing the symptoms, covering up the symptoms. So let's throw all this medication on you. So you won't notice the symptoms, right? And that's not the proper way to do it. We need to get to the root of the problem and fix it from inside out, not outside in. So pay attention to those things. If you're starting to have, certain aspects, like if it's all about your head and your sinuses and things like that, it could be something to do with your crown chakra off. It could be like your throat. It could be something to do with your throat chakra. There's some kind of energy that you need to release. It could be the things you're eating. It could be lack of movement. It could be all kinds of things. It could be you're building up a lot of stress. If you watch some of those shows on, I watch Gaia TV a lot, which is all about awakening and spirituality. A lot of the stress and diseases we have today are all based on what we consume and our stress levels and things like that. So if you are receiving signs, symptoms, illnesses, things like that, start paying attention to that, because it's a wake-up call to say, listen, you need to pay attention to this, because this is not in alignment. And start taking care of it. Your body is your temple. It's the container of your soul. What is more important than that, right? And you're going to function more at your optimal self if you take care of your vessel, because then it's going to make your mind more clear. It's going to make your emotions more stable. It's going to make your spirituality more connected and connected to your higher self. It's going to make you feel good. So you're going to have that better alignment with all those 4 aspects. So I just wanted to put that out there, because if you are having signs and symptoms, it's easy to say, oh, I just got a bug from so-and-so. I'm just going to rest and take this medication and I'll feel better. That is the time when you are resting and cleansing your body by just drinking lots of fluids and things like that, to really go within and figure, like, no, okay, now how do I need to change this so I can be at my best optimal health here? Okay, so it's kind of a wake-up call, and it's to let you know that, hey, something's off alignment here. You need to take care of this, right? So it's kind of like a beautiful thing. It's like a magical nature, how the magic of nature, how it works, and the universe. It gives us the signs and synchronicities. We just got to pay attention. So that's just a little spiel and conversation I wanted to have with you, just to let you know, like, if you are going through something, really connect with that and figure out, like, is there more that I could be doing? So thanks for watching. Take care.